Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. Thank you for joining me. This reading is going to be for the sign of Leo. Hello, Leo, and thank you for being here. You have two messages here from Spirit. I'm going to read you those two messages, and then we're going to jump into the tarot portion of your reading, okay? You actually got three of these messages, so I'm going to try to squeeze in all three. Only get 10 minutes, but I'm going to try to squeeze it in, okay? Because Spirit wants you to hear them, so we're going to do it. Your first message, Leo, is rigid expectations may be preventing you from seeing opportunities. Be flexible. Okay, so a lot of you, when I was doing your tarot reading, I'm going to say this, I feel like a lot of you felt like it's something that you want to happen. It could be in any avenue of your life. It could be in relationships. It could be in a business deal, a career, projects, anything. But it's something that you really want to see happen or really, really move forward. But I feel like a lot of you you're pushing it, or you're doing things to try to bring it in faster or something to that effect. And, it's going to be different for all of you, okay? But that's what I got. So Spirit is telling you your rigid expectations may be preventing you from seeing opportunities. Be flexible, okay? So sometimes when things don't show up the way or in the time that we think they should or in the way that they should, or certain people, timing, then we kind of dismiss it. Which, again, Spirit is calling you out and saying that be careful with that, because that could cause you to miss opportunities. Don't brush certain things off. Don't brush certain people off, okay, or certain situations, okay. And also, you have the patience card here. It's a wolf, and Spirit's calling you to be patient. Again, like I told you, I feel like some of you are really trying to bring something into fruition, or you've been manifesting something, or something you're trying to move forward. Again, it could be in a relationship. It could be a career project or something you're trying to do, but you're really pushing the envelope in a certain way. So Spirit says to you, listen, the universe moves in divine timing. Rushing will not speed up what is meant for you. Affirm everything is unfolding perfectly. Okay, trust in the process instead of forcing an outcome. So they don't want you to try to strategize and keep trying to make things happen and ignoring other things as well. I feel like some of you are pushing something or someone off because you're like, I need to be focused on this, or this needs to happen. I need to make sure this happens, and I need to, be doing this. And if it's not happening, because it's an issue with time here, because I was drawn to the clock. So it's something that is going to happen in a timely manner, or you guys are feeling like something's not happening in a timely manner, okay? Something not happening in your timeline that you think, some of you. But Spirit just wanted to remind you that things are happening in divine time, not our time, okay? You also have compassion. So again, here we go. Again, you got three of these, so I'm going to read all three. Compassion. Your heart expands when you offer kindness. True power lies in understanding and empathy, okay? Show unconditional love today. Offer support or a kind word without expectation, okay? So they just want you to do it genuinely from the heart, not just because you're saying, oh, that's a nice shirt, because you want something from them. Or, oh, you look pretty today, just because you want something from them. They want you to say it from your heart. They want you to genuinely have compassion or say something kind to someone for no reason at all. Not because you're going to get anything from them at all, okay? Just because it's genuinely from your heart. Okay, those are your three messages there. Let's jump into your tarot reading here, Leo. I'm going to start out in the past. You have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about having a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things you're trying to figure out, and things you're trying to adjust. It's like one thing happens, you pick it up and you carry it along, and then here's another thing, you pick it up and you carry it along. But it creates all this kind of weight on you, a whole lot of things you're trying to juggle and figure out, that it starts to slow you down, right? But Spirit is offering you here in the past. Some of you might have already experienced this, where you dropped some of these responsibilities, or some of you could have gotten organized. I do feel like some of you dropped the weight uh, of the situation of some of these responsibilities in order to make way for something brand new, because this is a new way of doing this. It's a new way of handling your commitments or your responsibilities, so to speak. And some of you, it's a brand new offer here. It says, you're on the threshold of a new venture. Your passion is the key to unlocking what is next, Leo. Okay? Again, I feel like if something hasn't happened, a lot of you are kind of stressing a lot about it and thinking that it's not going to happen. You got the Nine of Swords here twice. All right, and some of you could be dealing with legal and justice matters that could be causing you anxiety too. All right, you're feeling like you need to fight for something, you need to fight for your stability. If it's not that, for some of you when it comes to relationships, I feel like you need to win at all costs. You know, maybe tit for tat, or feeling like you gotta one up that person. I cannot pick this card up. You feel like you gotta one up this person or something to some degree here, right? Because you got the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords talks about winning at all cost here, okay? It's like feeling like you got to defeat this person. You're gonna win no matter what, and you don't care who hurts, who gets hurt, or how the outcome, as long as you win. But when you do that, sometimes you end up hurting yourself. So again, I think that's why Spirit was cautioning you to have patience. For others of you, when it comes to love, I do also feel like Spirit is telling you that to have compassion here, okay? Don't just be harsh. Don't just be cold, okay? They're telling you to have compassion. It says, this connection is the catalyst for healing, self-discovery, and spiritual evolution. So depending on how you show up in this moment towards someone, even if you don't stay with them, I don't, you know, that's your personal business. But depending on how you show up, how you're responding to that, is going to set the tone for you. That's why they're reminding you to have compassion here, okay? And you also have, it's something here. Now, maybe y'all know, but I'm also cautioning you again, Leo. It could be a way that you're looking at something, or the way that you're looking at something or doing something, or a partner here. It don't even have to be a intimate partner. It could be a partner you're doing some kind of business with, or contract with, or dealings with. But it says you have the illusion card here and fantasy here, right? So I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to read both of them to you because they're both kind of the same. It says illusions. Things are not as they appear. Subconscious patterns and hidden emotions may be at play. Okay? So this is the illusion card, and this is when the moon comes out, okay? The moon is about things unseen, things that we're, you know, doing in the shadows. Everything is not up and up. It's not clear. And you also have the Seven of Cups, which also talks about illusion and fantasy. Says you are faced with numerous choices, but some may be illusions. So it's big call for you to try to cut through some kind of illusions. Maybe even illusions you're telling yourself here. Maybe feeling like you have to win at all costs. Maybe feeling like, and for some of you, it could be a partnership with someone and you maybe feel like you don't trust them. Again, don't have to be an intimate relationship, but it could be. All right? Whatever it is, something is causing you a lot of stress and anxiety, something you're kind of going over your head again over and over night. Is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? What should I do? How should I play this? How should I move this? How can I move this forward? How can I make this happen? And Spirit is telling you, it says, emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings. So again, remember, you have the new beginnings card and the offer card here from the universe offering you something brand new to drop this weight and responsibility. But if we keep trying to control things and do things our own way and not in a right time frame and not in the right manner, it kind of has us in this anxiety phase, right? And it kind of creates illusion. So I want to keep that, remind you of that, okay? So I'm going to read you this one with the Four of Cups to clarify this Nine of Swords. It says, emotional dissatisfaction may be clouding your ability to receive new blessings here, Leo. Okay, so you might be dissatisfied with something because it's not going in the way that you thought on your time. Look up the energy of the number 4 because you're also in the energy of the number 4 here, okay? You have the Magician. So Spirit is calling on you to manifest what it is you want. That's visualize. Think about what it is that you want to create. You have everything within you to create it, Leo. Of course you do. You're Leo, okay? But it's the way that they want you to really have compassion as you move forward here, Leo. It's a big call on you to do that, to do things in a fair and just way and in a compassionate way. Okay, it says a difficult decision lies ahead. Some of you might be leaving something behind or walking away from someone, a partnership, in a relationship, a business, a job, anything. But it's a way that you need to do it, okay, if that's the case for some of you. Crossroads. A difficult decision lies ahead, but neither offers are clear, right? Neither paths are clear. So you don't know the outcome. Again, that comes with that divine timing. You just need to make sure how you show up, right? And how they want you to show up here, Leo, is nurturing, okay? That's why you have the compassion card. It says, you are being called to care for yourself and others in a tangible and practical way. Now, what I heard from Spirit was you guys are going to be a pioneer or a leader in some field or some direction that you're going, okay? It doesn't even have to be on a massive stage. For some of you, it will be. For others of you, it's just going to be in your own personal life, and people that comes around you are going to see how you are moving and the decisions you're making and seeing you in this bigger direction. But they don't need you to be egotistic about it or cutthroat about it or cold about it. They want you to be nurturing and loving and show that a real leader leads with empathy and compassion as well as fiery energy, okay? Some of you have the Aquarius here. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, Aquarius. I have a Leo, Aquarius, another fire sign, Gemini, okay? Aries. But it's some kind of healing or justice coming to it. I believe it's probably karmic justice. It says, trust in the order of truth and consequences. Balance, fairness will soon be restored. So that's why they want you to, if you move in a certain direction, move with patience and compassion, Leo. I don't care if it's in a relationship. I don't care if it's a business relationship. I don't care if it's a career choice. I don't care what it is. This is advice for you. Okay, some of you are in fear of, if it comes to relationship, fear of being hurt again or rejected. I heard rejected or hurt. And you don't want to go through that anymore. So, but what you do is limit yourself here. You trap yourself. It says here, trapped by negative thoughts, you feel powerless to change your circumstances. Okay. So some of you might feel that way about love. You might think negatively about love. You might not feel like it deserves your attention. You might be worried about what happened in the past will happen again if you got hurt. And sometimes when you overthink of that and you keep thinking about what happened in the past, it does limit your future, okay? You can't live in the past. Whatever is in front of you, Spirit is calling you to persevere. I gotta go. It is calling you to persevere. And so I'm going to leave you with, Leo, move with compassion for yourself and others, okay? Show up with kindness, not just because you're trying to get an outcome, but because you genuinely are being kind to that person, and watch God and Spirit work for you. And do not rush the process of things, okay? Compassion and be patient, because things are unfolding. They're just unfolding on divine timing. Just persevere even through obstacles. That's what I have for you, Leo. Thank you for joining me. I hope this helped. I hope you like, subscribe, share, and all that pretty stuff. And thank you for joining me. Bye for now.